Contrary to what some might think, there's educational value in talking with young students about big booty hoes. Seriously, parents, teachers, this one's for you. In recent years, the intersection of hip hop and education has emerged as a powerful tool for engaging students and fostering critical thinking. But what happens when this innovative approach faces real-world challenges in the classroom? Today, I want to look at the work of Dr. Lauren Kelly, an educator who's pushing the boundaries of traditional teaching methods by incorporating hip-hop into her curriculum. Now, Dr. Kelly is a teacher of teachers at Rutgers University's Graduate School of Education and is at the forefront of the idea that hip-hop music and culture has more than just entertainment value, but can also be a valuable tool for teaching and, yes, learning from young people. Importantly, though, Dr. Kelly's work cautions against the idea that simply introducing hip-hop into the classroom is a guaranteed recipe for success. No, instead, she advocates for a more nuanced approach that acknowledges the potential hurdles and adapts to the specific context of each classroom. One of the key insights from Dr. Kelly's experience is the importance of allowing students to help lead the learning process. This might sound a bit non-traditional, but listen as she recounts a particularly illuminating moment when discussing a popular hip-hop song in class.
And I remember one of the students said, "You have to watch, this video." And I didn't know if I'd heard the song before. I was like, "I never heard this birthday song. Sure, let's play it." And then once it started, I was like, "Oh, this song."
The song in question was 2 Chainz's Birthday Song, which initially made Dr. Kelly uncomfortable due to its explicit lyrics and imagery.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe.
However, through open dialogue with her students, she gained a deeper understanding of their perspective.
I know I'm a little bit uncomfortable about the song and the chorus, and especially when you watch the video, it's a lot of women's bodies. Like, a lot of times you don't see their heads, you don't see their face. There's a cake that's in the shape of a woman's body. And so, of course, I was very judgmental, and I was like, "Why do you like this?" And they're like, "Well, we relate to it." And I said, "What exactly are you relating to? Like, is this what your lives look like?" And they're like, no, but it's what I want to have. So I just sort of kept posing questions. And I was like, "What exactly, like, do you want your birthday to look like this? Like, this is what you aspire to?" And they're like, "No, we don't really want this, but we want the power to have this if this is what we wanted." So through these questions, I'm understanding that what I think they're honoring and validating and gravitating towards, like the misogyny, the objectification that I think that they are loving, it's the power. And so all that power seems to be manifesting as things like misogyny, objectification. It's really about young people needing that in their lives.
Now, that's a pretty profound piece of insight. This exchange highlights a crucial aspect of hip-hop-based education, the ability to look beyond surface-level interpretations and engage with deeper themes of power, aspiration, and societal structures. It's not about endorsing every aspect of hip-hop culture, but rather using it as a lens through which to examine complex social issues. Dr. Kelly's approach also emphasizes the importance of authenticity and humility in the classroom. She advises educators to focus on facilitation rather than positioning themselves as experts on hip-hop culture.
So I think what I had to learn, and I think is really important for educators to learn, is that the expertise we're bringing in is in facilitation, right? In teaching and facilitation. How do I cultivate a classroom environment that is safe, that is supportive, where everyone's voice is heard?
So that no matter what they choose, you could find a way to work it into the mix.
Listen, our primary text was 2 Chainz.
This philosophy extends well beyond the classroom and into Dr. Kelly's work with the Hip Hop Youth Research and Activism Conference. This annual event exemplifies the potential of hip-hop as a tool for education, community building, and social change. The conference, including the structure, the call for papers, the logistics, everything is run by undergraduate college students.
They all have different talents in different areas, but they're coming together based on this idea of advocacy for marginalized communities, working for social justice, not only through teaching and learning, but also through art and through community building. This is a space that is intergenerational. Teachers are welcome. Community advocates are welcome. Activists, high school students, college students, artists, adult allies. And it's a space where young people are learning from and with each other.
The conference showcases the multifaceted nature of hip-hop culture. It features workshops, presentations, and performances that address pressing social issues. For example, one year's theme focused on building digital communities for teaching, learning, healing, and advocacy.
The theme for last year was art as a form of activism. The theme for this year is how we build digital communities for teaching and learning, healing, and for advocacy. And so we're asking for proposals that really lean into what it means to be in this digital age that we're in terms of music creation, production, sharing, engagement. How are we learning from and with each other and sharing this information through digital spaces and using that to heal ourselves, right? We're at a time where, as we know, statistically, the more we engage with digital media, the more depressed people are, the more they're dealing with a lot of social anxieties. And so how are we using it as a healthy space to support each other, to sort of collectively develop love for ourselves and each other?
So when you look at this as a whole, Dr. Kelly's work challenges us to reconsider our preconceptions about hip-hop and its place in education and society at large. By embracing the complexity of this cultural phenomenon and its potential as an educational tool, we open up new avenues for engaging with our young people, fostering critical thinking, and addressing social issues. As we've seen through Dr. Kelly's experiences, the integration of hip-hop into education is not without its challenges. However, when approached with authenticity, flexibility, and a willingness to learn from students, it can create powerful opportunities for growth, mutual understanding, and again, social change. Now, obviously, we would ask the entertainment business to do better when it comes to imagery, content, representation in today's popular music. However, just as in our days, the kids are going to gravitate to a lot of the stuff that we might find problematic. There's just no way around that. The key, though, is to not ignore it, not scold or shame them, not try to be down.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
But to try to find connection and common ground wherever we can. In a world where traditional educational methods often struggle to connect with young people, doing this in hip-hop-based education settings offers those opportunities, unique bridges between generations. As educators, parents, and members of the general public, we would do well to consider this quality that hip-hop, in all of its complexity, has to offer. Dr. Lauren Kelly is also the author of Teaching with Hip-Hop in the 7th to 12th grade classroom and is co-editor of the Bloomsbury Handbook of Hip-Hop Pedagogy, along with Dr. Darren Graves. You can watch Dr. Kelly and Dr. Graves together in an interview with me on Hip Hop Can Save America, also available as a podcast. Now, for more on this and other important intersections when hip-hop culture is being used for the greater good, visit hiphopcansaveamerica.com for our podcast, our video series, our live stream, and our newsletter. And I'm Manny Faces, wishing peace and love to you and yours.
Manny Faces.
You sick for this one.